We've got an exciting episode for you today. It's nighttime at Mateo's house, which is just perfect for the letter N. We'll see a cute nightingale, a glowing neon letter N, and meet Mateo's neighbor, Nando, who's also a nurse. And hey, don't forget to tell your grown-up to subscribe so you don't miss a single letter.
The moon is winking up in the sky. Fireflies whisper as they pass by.
Hello friends, welcome to a brand new episode. And tonight, we're exploring the letter N. N like night, nightingale, and maybe even a neon surprise or two. Looks like Mateo's getting ready for bed. But wait, he's too excited to sleep. He wants to show us his room and all his favorite toys. Hold on, did you hear that? That little chirp? It's a nightingale. Nightingale starts with N, and they sing the sweetest songs. Did you know nightingales sing at night while most birds are asleep? That's how they got their name, nightingale. Whoa, would you look at that? There's a big neon letter N glowing outside. Mateo, come take a look. It's lighting up the night. Did you know neon lights were invented over 100 years ago? Hey, look who just came out the door. It's neighbor nurse Nando. His wife must have taken the car again. Nando works nights, but he always has time for a quick chat with Mateo before heading to work. Now, that's a neighbor we like. Did you know nurses help people feel better when they're sick or hurt? They check temperatures, give medicine, and even help doctors during emergencies. Nurses are super important. And Nurse Nando, he always has the craziest stories to tell. Last week, he said he helped a chicken who swallowed a toothbrush.
The night's a blanket, soft and warm, safe in the arms.
Ah, great. Mateo's back inside. It's getting late, and Nando finally found his car. That means it's time for Mateo to head to sleep. I hope you learned all your N words today, like night, neon lights, nightingale, and Nando the neighbor nurse. And hey, we almost forgot the most important N of all, me. Narrator starts with N too. See you next time.
Creatures play. The night's a blanket, soft and warm, safe in the arms of its gentle charm.
Hi friends! Today Mateo's coming to see me, the optician, to try on glasses. He'll sport an orange shaped like an O, meet a cute owl, and guess what? I sing opera. Mateo and the Llama even visit me at the opera house. Let's enjoy the episode, and don't forget to ask your grown-up to subscribe.
Hello friends! Today, Mateo is going to have his eyes checked at the optician, and that's perfect because today's letter is O!
Come on in, let's check out some fun glasses.
O for optician, eyes open, and a whole lot of O! Some fun ahead.
Hi there! Eye checks help you see better. Like books, games, or even flying llamas. It's smart to check your eyes every now and then.
Mateo and the llama just spotted a big letter O, made out of an orange. That's right, orange starts with O, and so does that round, juicy shape.
Hello! Come inside and try out some nice glasses. Let's see what fits Mateo best.
Mateo's trying on some cool new glasses. Looking sharp. Did you know glasses help your eyes focus better? Kind of like a camera lens, and some people wear them just to read while others wear them all the time. Look up there. An owl on the roof of the opticians? Owl starts with O. And did you know owls can see really well in the dark? They can turn their heads almost all the way around, like they have secret neck superpowers. Wait a second. Is the optician singing? Wow, that's opera. And guess what? Opera starts with O too. Did you know there's a famous opera called Florencia en el Amazonas? It takes place in the jungle and has music as magical as the river itself. Turns out Mateo didn't need glasses after all. His eyes are just fine. But guess what? The optician invited us to see her practice for the opera. Better get dressed up, Mateo. It's time to look fancy. Wow, looking sharp, Mateo. The opera sure looks like a magical place. Sparkly lights, big stage, and beautiful sounds. Better hurry and get inside so we don't miss her practice. Now this is exciting. Mateo's inside the opera house. Did you know some opera houses are so big they can fit thousands of people? And way up above, there's usually a giant chandelier. Let's see what surprises are waiting near the stage.
Oh, has taught him a path anew, the magic of words and their scenic view.
Wow, what a performance. The optician even took a bow. This episode was amazing. We met an optician, saw an O made from an orange, spotted a cute owl, and ended with a visit to the opera. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Hi kids! In today's episode, Mateo visits the police station, sees popcorn shaped like the letter P, meets a penguin in need, and even dresses up as a pirate. It's packed with P fun, so don't forget to ask your grown-up to subscribe.
Hello friends! Welcome to another amazing adventure. Today we're all about the letter P. And guess what? Mateo's getting ready to visit a real police station. Hold on a second. I thought Mateo was getting ready to visit the police station as a police officer, but it looks like he's dressed as a pirate instead. Well, pirate starts with P too, so I guess it still works. Look, over there is the police station, but wait a minute. Why is there popcorn all over the place? Oh, look. The popcorn is popping into the shape of the letter P. Now that's what I call a poppin' look good P. There's a police officer sitting in his police car. Did you know police cars have special lights and sirens to help them get to people who need help super fast?
Hi there! Police cars help us get around quickly and keep everyone safe. And they even go woo-woo when there's an emergency.
Look who spotted the popcorn. Mateo and the llama have found the popcorn P outside the police station. I guess it's pretty poppy and perfect for today's letter. The police officer is waving from inside the station. He wants Mateo and the llama to come in and take a look around. Let's go see what police adventures are waiting for us.
Welcome to the police station. We help people stay safe, solve problems, and even find lost pets. Every day is different, and that's what makes it fun.
Wait a minute. Is that a penguin waddling down the street? Oh, he looks a little lost. And guess what? Penguin starts with the letter P too. Let's see if we can help him find his way home. Oh, the little penguin made it into the police station. Mateo's giving him a cuddle to help him feel safe. What a kind friend. Penguins can't fly, but they're great swimmers. The police officer called the zoo, and they're on their way. Mateo and the penguin are waiting outside the police station. Even while helping a friend, Mateo hasn't stopped learning. Today's all about the letter P, like police station, pirate, popcorn, and penguin. And there it is, a big penguin hug to say goodbye. What a day of P words and P kindness. Goodbye, little penguin. We're so glad you stopped by. See you next time. And don't forget to tell a grown-up to subscribe.
Hello, little dreamers. Today's episode is full of Q magic. You'll see a Q made of Q-tips, meet me, the Quilt Queen, spot a queue of animals, and even a smiling quokka. I hope you enjoy every stitch of the adventure. Don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe so we can share more magical stories.
Hello, friends. Today's letter is Q, and we're starting at a quilt shop. Let's see what cozy Q adventures are waiting for us. Here comes Mateo, and he hasn't seen it yet. Turn around, Mateo. It's a quilt shop.
Hello. Whoa, look at all those colorful quilts. So soft and cozy.
And quilt starts with Q. Look inside. It's the Quilt Queen. That's right, Queen starts with the letter Q. They say she's mysterious, can spin magic with a twirl, and even talk to animals. I wonder what she will do today. Look at all those colorful quilts. Did you know quilts are made by sewing little pieces of fabric together? Each quilt tells its own story, like a picture made of cloth.
Well, a little llama, soft and small. Some say you're just a toy, but I see the real magic inside you. Every friend has a story to tell. What's yours, little one? Every quilt you see here holds a magical story, stitched together with colors, patterns, and dreams. Look closely. Each one is waiting to be discovered.
Look, she's spinning, trying to make the letter Q appear. Whoa, like a magic. Q-tips twirling into the letter Q.
Her needles dance like fireflies bright, stitching dreams under the soft moonlight. She hums a tune.
Did you hear that? It sounds like magical singing, calling animals to the Quilt Queen. Look at that, a little Q quokka. Looks like he has something to say. Quokkas come from Australia and are known as the happiest animal because they are always smiling. The quokka is showing us that there's a whole line of animals waiting outside for the Quilt Queen. Hey, some of the animals from our other adventures are here too, but only the Quilt Queen can understand them. So they'll have to talk to her.
She makes holds a secret tight, every stitch glowing.
Every one of you carries a story, a dream, a wish. Come closer, little friends, and I'll weave them together.
There's something really special about her. The quokka's still chatting away, but only the Quilt Queen speaks quokka.
Let's make sure no tale is ever forgotten. Well, hello, little quokka. Your smile has traveled far to find me. What tale do you carry in your heart today? Come closer and let me stitch your story into a quilt so it can shine forever.
Look, the letter Q is gently moving aside, making room for the animals to head back to their episodes. What an adventure today. We saw a letter Q made of Q-tips, met the magical Quilt Queen, watched a queue of animals waiting their turn, and made a new friend, the cute quokka. What a quietly wonderful day for the letter Q.
Goodbye, little ones. But remember, our threads may cross again.
And don't forget to tell a grown-up to subscribe. Hi friends, today we're all about the letter R. Mateo's all dressed up to visit a restaurant.
Look at me. I'm all dressed up in my fancy clothes. I feel really grown up today.
And what's this? He and the llama have already spotted a big letter R made out of ropes. Let's see what our adventures are waiting for us. Look at this restaurant. Restaurants are wonderful places where people gather to enjoy tasty food, share stories, and make happy memories. And of course, restaurant starts with the letter R. There are waiters here too. Waiters work hard to bring food, smiles, and help make your visit special. A little kindness and a big thank you go a long way. Wow, look at this place. It's beautifully decorated and it smells delicious. What a wonderful restaurant adventure already.
Hello, Mateo, and welcome everyone. I'm Roberto, and I'm so happy you're here. We've got some tasty surprises waiting. Enjoy your visit.
Mateo's all settled at his table.
I'm a little nervous. What if the food is super new? But I think I'm ready to try.
And here comes Roberto the waiter. Yep, Roberto starts with R2. Mateo was choosing between rice and beans and rice pudding when he heard a deep rumble from outside. It's a baby rhino. And yep, rhino starts with the letter R too. What a wild surprise.
That rhino must have run away from the zoo.
Did you know rhinos can run really fast even though they're so big? Mateo's a cartoon, but in real life, we should never get close to wild animals like rhinos. Looks like Mateo helped calm the rhino down. But there he goes, off and running again. Wow, look at that, a news van.
Breaking news! A rhino ran past this restaurant. There's a rope bar, a waiter named Roberto, and a kid who met the rhino. Too many R's. Coincidence? I think not. Reporting from inside the restaurant, where that kid heard the rhino. No one's here and, well, it's just an empty table. Why am I looking at it? Honestly, no clue. We've tracked down the mystery kid. Mateo, you saw the rhino up close. Tell us, was it really big? Did it order lunch? Or was it just here for the raspberry rolls?
It was really big.
Big rhino? So, the rhino was big. That's it. Really? I'm off to cover something exciting like a sandwich festival or paint drying.
Well, the reporter didn't seem too impressed. Off he went in a bit of a huff. But look, just as he left, the zookeeper arrived with the rhino, thanking Mateo for being so kind and calm earlier. What a happy ending. As the sun sets over the restaurant, what a day it's been. Went to a restaurant and met Roberto the waiter, spotted a letter R made of ropes, had a rhino adventure, and even a visit from a reporter. That's a remarkable art-filled episode. See you next time. And don't forget to tell a grown-up to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Hello, friends. Today's all about the letter S. Mateo and the llama have discovered a giant S made entirely of strawberry. Perfect as strawberry starts with the letter S. Get ready for a super S day. Soccer with Sam, a sheep for the llama, and Mateo on stage showing his tricks. Mateo is kicking a ball on his way to meet Sam. He's playing soccer, which starts with an S. Most of the world calls it football, but in the US, it's called soccer. Same game, super fun either way. Sam always have some great facts for Mateo.
Did you know Messi scored 5 goals in one Champions League game? That's like scoring every time you touch the ball.
Looks like the llama found a new friend, a sheep. Can you hear that S sound? Sheep. And here's a fun fact. A lamb is a baby sheep. When they grow up, they're just called sheep. This sheep loves soccer and talking, even if no one understands a word he's saying. Mateo and Sam are having a great time playing soccer. But Mateo wants to practice his tricks. He's going on stage tonight to show everyone what he can do. look who else found the stage. The llama and his new sheep friend. And yep, stage starts with the letter S too.
Mateo, you got this. Try a spin, then a tap, and maybe even a shoulder roll. Just have fun, the crowd's gonna love it.
Mateo's working hard on his tricks. Did you know the longest soccer match lasted over 108 hours? That's 4 days of kicking. Mateo's friends are here to cheer him on. It's always extra special when you share what you love with people who believe in you. It was time for Mateo to get up on stage and show his skills. Looks like the letter S stands for Spotlight Stage and something special. Even after the crowd left, Mateo kept playing with his ball.
Today was super fun. We found a strawberry S, played soccer with Sam, the llama met a new sheep friend, and I got to be on stage. See you next time, friends.
Yes, goodbye from all of us. And don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe so we can keep making more amazing episodes just like this one. Hi friends, and welcome to another terrific letter T adventure. Look at that. Mateo and the llama have just found a big pile of towels shaped like the letter T. Today's T adventure has a train, a towel T, a train station attendant named Tomas, and a lost turtle. Let's get started.
Hola, I help people at the train station.
And here's Tomas, the train station attendant. Train stations are places where trains arrive and leave, picking up people for their travels. And guess what? Train Tomas and ticket all start with the letter T.
We've got our towel tea. Time to check out the train station. Come on, llama, let's explore. Whoa, tracks. Those start with T too. This place is full of tea stuff.
Oh, look, a turtle. He looks a little lost.
Oh, wow, a turtle. What should we do? Let's try to help him.
Turtle starts with the letter T. Do you know some turtles can live for over 100 years? That's a lot of birthdays.
Tomas, we found a turtle. He looks lost. Can you help?
You did the right thing, Mateo. If you ever find someone or some turtle who needs help, always ask a grown-up.
Turtles are amazing. They carry their homes on their backs, and some can even hold their breath for hours. And Mateo, he thinks he can talk to animals, just like the Quilt Queen. Maybe this turtle understands more than we think.
When you're at a train station, always keep track of your things. It's easy to lose something in the rush.
I'll ask my parents if I can keep the turtle, just until someone comes to claim it.
Good luck. And take good care of that little turtle. Safe travels, amigos.
Mateo couldn't stop chatting with his new turtle friend. Now it's time for Mateo the llama and their tiny tea buddy to head home. What a terrific adventure it's been. We found a tea made of towels, saw a train, met Tomas at the train station, and helped the turtle who was a little lost. Mateo, the llama, and their new friend had a truly unforgettable adventure. See you next time. And don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe so we can keep making more terrific episodes like this one. Hi friends, today's letter is U. And look, Mateo and the llama found a big U made of umbrellas. How unique is that? In this episode, U is for umbrella, university, and unicorn. Mateo's in for a magical U adventure. This is Marta, Mateo's grandma. She makes beautiful umbrellas, and her shop is full of them. And of course, umbrella starts with the letter U. Mateo loves to come to her store. It's one of his favorite places, so full of color, umbrellas, and grandma hugs. Mateo's on his way to meet Grandma Marta by the university, then walk with her to the umbrella shop. Mateo just spotted a unicorn. That's right, unicorn starts with U. Here's a fun fact. In Scotland, the unicorn is actually the national animal. Pretty magical, right? Mateo does get distracted sometimes. He decided to cuddle the unicorn to comfort her, completely forgetting he was supposed to meet Grandma Marta on time. Mateo remembered Grandma Marta. He hurried over and gave her the biggest hug. On the way to her shop, Mateo told Grandma Marta all about the unicorn he met and how unicorn starts with the letter U. Look at all those colorful umbrellas. Did you know umbrellas were first used to block the sun, not the rain? That was over 4,000 years ago. Mateo and Grandma Marta always have unforgettable fun in her umbrella workshop. They laugh, play, and make memories that last a lifetime. Grandparents are one of a kind. Don't forget to visit yours when you can. The curious little unicorn, gently exploring the big U made of umbrellas. Maybe it's her favorite letter too. Mateo heard something outside. Could it be the unicorn again? He decided to go take a look, just to be sure. Mateo heard a sound, and there she was, his little unicorn friend, back again. Some friendships are just meant to be. Just as Grandma Marta came outside to look for him, the unicorn was gone. Mateo told her all about his little friend, and as always, Marta believed every word. What an unforgettable day. Umbrellas, the university, Grandma Marta, and a unicorn. So many U words and a little bit of magic. See you next time. And don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe so we can keep exploring the alphabet together. Hi friends, today's all about the letter V. Look, Mateo and the llama just found a big soft V made of velvet. We're visiting a veterinarian, meeting a little vulture, and discovering a velvet V. Let's see where this very special adventure takes us. Mateo and the llama are outside the veterinarian's office. Mateo wants to make sure everything's okay, especially since the llama may have eaten a few too many vegetables. The veterinarian gave the llama a quick check and said everything looked great. And guess what? Vegetables are good for llamas and for little boys like Mateo too. Veterinarians are animal doctors. They help pets stay healthy and happy. It takes a lot of training, kindness, and love to become a vet. Next on the vet's list, a little vulture who's feeling a bit down. And guess what? Vulture starts with the letter V too. The little vulture looks sad and droopy. The veterinarian thought for a moment, then said she better take a closer look inside her office. While the vet got ready, Mateo tried to cheer up the vulture. Did you know vultures have super strong stomachs that can handle things most animals can't? They help clean up nature, like little feathered recyclers. The veterinarian gently examined the vulture, and guess what she found stuck in its feathers? A banana sticker. She carefully peeled it off. No wonder the poor thing looked so confused. Wait a second. I just realized we haven't talked about velvet. Velvet starts with V and is soft, smooth, and a little bit shiny. Perfect for a fancy V like the one Mateo found. Back at the exam table, the veterinarian gave the llama one last careful check. She listened, looked, and nodded just to make sure everything was perfectly fine. Very professional and very V-worthy. While Mateo waited in the reception, he spotted a familiar face. It was the penguin from the P episode, waddling out after his checkup. Looks like he's feeling pretty great. What a very fun day. We saw a V made of velvet, visited the veterinarian, met a vulture in need, and even spotted a penguin on the way out. Thanks for joining us. We hope you had fun and learned a lot. I'll see you next time. And don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe so we can keep the alphabet adventures going. Welcome, friends. Today's letter is W. And look at that. Mateo and the Llama found a W made of juicy, sweet watermelon. Today's W adventure is full of wonder. Watermelon W, windy windmills, a wolf cub, and me, the writer. Here to make weird and wonderful surprises your way. Well, would you look at that? A little wolf cub. W is for wolf, of course. Did you know wolves howl to stay in touch with their pack, even miles apart? That's some wild teamwork. Mateo and the llama passed some wonderful windmills. W is for windmill. These spinning towers once ground grain and pumped water. And yes, some people really do live inside them. Guess what? I'm not only telling this story, I wrote it too. And in this tale, I live in that windmill with my curious little wolf cub. Being curious as always, Mateo gave a gentle knock on my windmill door, wondering who might live inside. Mateo stepped inside and looked around with wide eyes. My windmill home was full of wonderful, whirling, wordy things. As a writer, I can make anything happen. Even a storm inside my windmill house. I can even make it snow, just like winter. Or make stars light up the roof of my windmill. With imagination, anything is possible. A story can twist, a door can lead to magic. Writers help us step into new worlds, even if just for a little while. Behind each door is a world of imagination, just waiting to be discovered. With just a thought, I can paint a rainbow in the sky. Or gently turn day into night. That's the magic of stories. Anything is possible. That's why learning to read and write matters. So you can tell your own stories and let your imagination fly free. What a wonderful W adventure. We saw a W made of watermelon, visited windmills, met a friendly little wolf, and even the writer, me. See you next time. And don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe. Mateo and the llama are off on another adventure. This time, exploring the letter X. And look at that. A giant X made of a colorful xylophone. Let's see what exciting things this letter will bring. X is a tricky letter. But after that xylophone, we'll also meet an X-ray fish and an X-ray technician. Today, Mateo's off to visit an X-ray technician. He's always been curious about what they really do.
Hello, I'm an X-ray technician. That means I take special pictures of bones and insides, kind of like being a superhero with a camera.
X-rays are special pictures that help doctors and technicians see your bones and teeth even if they're hidden inside your body. And look at that. Someone left an X-ray fish outside the hospital. You can see right through it. That's what makes this little swimmer so special. As Mateo and the llama turned the corner, they spotted the little X-ray fish sitting in a bowl outside the hospital. Remember how the X-ray technician showed us how X-rays let us see inside things? Well, this little fish doesn't need a machine. Its body is already see-through. That's why it's called an X-ray fish, nature's own little wonder. Mateo and the llama suddenly remembered they were here to visit the X-ray technician, not the fish. Inside the room, the X-ray technician showed Mateo and the llama a real X-ray. So cool to see what's inside. Even a doctor stopped by to take a look. X-rays help them see things we can't. Finding words that start with the letter X is so tricky. Even the little X-ray fish is trying to swim away from the challenge. On their way home, Mateo and the llama tiptoed away, fish napping the X-ray fish in its bowl. Maybe their turtle needed a new friend. What an excellent adventure. We saw a xylophone shaped like an X, visited an X-ray technician, learned about X-rays, and even made a new fishy friend. A real X-ray fish. That's a lot of X's for one day. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time. And don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure. Mateo and the llama are back. And look at that. A giant letter Y made of colorful yellow yarn right outside the yoga studio. And Mateo is already dressed for it. Today's episode is all about the letter Y. We've got yellow yarn, a yak, and a yoga session with Mateo and his yoga teacher. Get ready for a Y-mazing adventure. Look at that, it's a yak. Big, fluffy, and oh so calm. Did you know yaks can live high up in the mountains where it's freezing cold? Their thick fur keeps them super warm. Before his yoga class, Mateo couldn't resist climbing the yellow yarn Y. Looks like he's not the least bit scared of that friendly yak.
Hi. Mateo, time to start our yoga practice. Kids, did you know yoga has been around for over 5,000 years?
Mateo gently petted the friendly yak before heading to yoga. But remember kids, real wild animals should never be petted. As Mateo walked into his yoga class with Yanu, he felt calm and ready. Did you know some yoga poses are named after animals like cobra, cat, and even downward dog? Yoga helps both the body and the brain feel strong and happy. Nice stretch, Mateo. While Mateo practiced his yoga inside, the friendly yak kept the llama company outside. Did you know there are more than 300 different yoga poses? Some are calm, like a tree, and others are wobbly like a jelly bean. After a relaxing yoga session, Mateo was ready to head home. He had missed his llama who'd been patiently waiting outside. Time to reunite and share a big, fuzzy hug. Mateo saw the yak had waited too, ready to play. What a loyal new friend. As Mateo and the yak skipped along, did you know yaks make a funny sound called a grunt and not a moo like cows? They're not just fluffy, they're full of surprises. What a fantastic day for the letter Y. We found a yellow yarn Y, met a gentle yak, and join Mateo for a relaxing yoga class with his teacher Yanu. So many Y words and so much fun. Thanks for watching. Next up is our final letter, Z. And kids, don't forget to ask a grown-up to subscribe. See you next time. Welcome, little explorers. It's our final episode. And look at that. Mateo and the llama have discovered a Z made of green zucchini. Zucchini starts with Z. What a zesty way to begin our last adventure. Today we end our alphabet adventure with the letter Z. We're off to the zoo to meet a zippy zebra and a friendly zookeeper. Let's get started. Mateo put on his safari outfit for today's zoo trip. And look who's here to say hello. It's the cheerful quokka from our Q episode. Mateo's not the only one meeting old friends today. And look who's back. It's the rhino from the letter R episode. Right outside the zoo. Spelled with a Z, of course. Looks like he's on the lookout for the zookeeper. And here's someone new. Mateo spotted a zebra by the zoo entrance. Two terrific words that start with the letter C. And did you know no two zebras have the same stripes? It's like each one has their very own barcode. And there's the zookeeper. She's right outside the zoo. She cares for all the animals. I might just be a Z expert too.
Wow, I've seen so many of my animal friends again, like the penguin and the rhino. And I just met a zebra. It really feels like I've been through the whole alphabet. I think I remember all the letters now. But I'll keep practicing just to be sure.
The zoo holds a whole alphabet of animals. And just like the Quilt Queen, zookeepers have a special way of talking to them and keeping them safe. What a great adventure. Today, we discovered a Z made of zucchini, met a zebra, explored the zoo, and spent time with a kind zookeeper. The perfect way to finish our alphabet journey. Mateo began with the letter A. Explored Paris for the letter E. Visited the icy North Pole for I. Rode a jeep through the jungle for J. And even watched an opera sung by an optician for O. Who knows where his adventures will take him next. But for now, it's goodbye for this season. Keep practicing your letters, and remember, like the librarian said in the L episode, reading opens up a world of mysteries. And like the writer reminded us in W, when you learn to write, you can create your own. See you next time.